There was a moment, somewhere around 2005, when Robinho was the most exciting young footballer on the planet. The dribbles, the elastico, the way he moved like the ball was tied to his feet by something invisible. Santos had produced Pelé. Now they had produced this. Real Madrid paid 45 million euros for him in 2005. He was 21 years old. The Bernabéu held its breath every time he touched it, and then, quietly, it began to unravel. Real Madrid was never quite the right fit. The pressure, the politics, the weight of being someone's idea of the next great Brazilian. He was brilliant in flashes, dazzling, maddening, inconsistent. Manchester City paid £32 million for him in 2008, on the final day of the transfer window. He famously believed he was joining Chelsea. That detail said something about where his career was heading. There were good seasons, AC Milan on loan, a return to Santos, a World Cup with Brazil in 2010. The talent was always real. No one ever doubted that. But off the pitch, a shadow was growing. In 2017, an Italian court convicted Robinho of sexual assault relating to an incident in Milan in 2013. He denied the charges throughout. The Italian Supreme Court upheld the conviction in 2022, sentencing him to 9 years in prison. Brazil, under its constitution at the time, could not extradite its own citizens, and for years he remained free on Brazilian soil. In 2024, a Brazilian court began enforcement proceedings. The story was no longer about football at all. Santos, the club that made him, briefly re-signed him in 2020 before supporter protests forced the contract to be cancelled within days. He was 51 appearances for Brazil. He was one of the most gifted dribblers of his generation. He touched something rare. And the tragedy is not that the gift faded. The tragedy is what he chose to do with the life that gift gave him. If this story stayed with you, take a second to subscribe. A new one drops every week.